Bushwick, Brooklyn. I grew up in the projects, a single mom. And, it was funny. My mom used to say to me when I was a kid, I used to sit by the window and say, I don't want to be here anymore. She'd laugh and she'd be like, ha, 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 well, where do you want to be, Papa? And I'd be like,
hi guys, this is Rocket here. Subscribe to my channel and give a like to this video. You want me to keep doing this, and this is Storybooth. Hope you subscribe and like to the videos. Yeah, let's keep watching this.
I don't know. I don't know. I had dreams for myself that I couldn't actually vocalize. I couldn't say the words. I felt like I was just locked in this box and I needed to be free of this box that I feel like I was in. I always enjoyed singing. I would sing at the family events. I'd sing at Christmas. I'd sing at Thanksgiving. But in my junior year, I went and auditioned for what I thought was a talent show. My director, her name is Sarah Steinwise. She said, hey, what are you singing for us? I said, I'm singing Ordinary People by John Legend. She's like, okay, go ahead. I sang my song. I'm like, okay, great. Thanks. And she's like, hold on. You haven't done the lines. I said, I'm sorry, miss, I don't do lines. And she's like, what? Do you know what this is? And I'm like, yeah, talent show. She's like, no, it's a musical. I said, whoa, hold up. I ain't signed up to audition for a musical. She's like, well, since you're here, can you do these lines? And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So the next day, I was selected to play the character of Zeus. Fast forward, I get on stage. I get this overwhelming feeling that came over me. And I'm like, I couldn't define it. But later on, I realized that it was this sense of joy and this sense of belonging that I hadn't felt in my entire life. You ever see the movies, like you see the superhero getting their powers, like Spider-Man, like how the spider bit him and all of a sudden he's like spitting webs from his wrists? I'm not saying I turned into Spider-Man, but it felt like I became a superhero on stage. Fast forward, I'm ready to apply for colleges, but my grades weren't that good. All of my applications had gotten withdrawn from every single school I applied to because I didn't get my financial aid forms in time. Unfortunately, my family was going through some hard stuff, and we just couldn't get the forms in time. So I had no school to go to. I was doing a community theater show at the time. Sarah Steinwise, my director in high school, comes to rehearsal, gave me a pamphlet. She says, you need to audition for this school. I'm like, I can't. This is not a school that a kid like me can afford. I don't really have any actual formal training. She's like, I don't care. We're going to go for it. And I was like, all right, let's go. And I do the audition and I get the call. I get into the school. I'm like, yeah, thank you so much. Fall on my knees and I'm like praying. I'm like, God, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Next thing you know, I get the welcome packet and then I see the magical page with the numbers. I was going to have to take a loan for more money than I could ever afford. And my reality set in. You're poor from the projects. You didn't get a scholarship. And this is where your dream stops. Then Sarah Steinweiss comes to a rehearsal. She says, hey, I gave your name to the Jerry Seinfeld Scholarship Foundation, and they want to meet you. So I have this meeting with this amazing woman named Kate Fenneman. I said to Kate, I don't need anybody to give me a handout. All I need is someone to give me a shot. If somebody can just give me a shot, I'm going to give it all I got. I'm crying. She's crying. I'm like, all right, peace. I got to go. Kate calls, she says, hey, we want to pay for your school for all 4 years. And immediately my life changed. My mother and I'll never forget, we were in the living room and we both fell to our knees and we both cried because we knew in that moment that was a chance for me to do something that was beyond anything that any of us could have imagined or have ever experienced before. And fast forward, I ended up going to musical theater school. I studied and worked my tail off. I kept going and I worked hard. Today, I can gratefully say that I have lived some dreams out, and I still am, that I could never imagine as a kid. From being in the biggest musical in the history of Broadway in Hamilton, to working on a movie that seems to be changing people's lives in A Star is Born, to now starring in The Heights, the movie version, and playing the lead role when I never thought that there'd ever be a lead role for me because there weren't many lead characters that looked like me, that were Latin, who came from where I came from. But I thank God that when you dream big enough, your dreams sometimes become bigger than reality.
Subscribe to my channel and this channel. Thanks for watching the video.